Cole Brown.
And good evening, everybody, from Wellston High School Veterans Field. Tonight, the Fairland Dragons taking on the Wellston Golden Rockets. Division 5 tournament matchup. I'm Hayden Milliken. Glad you could join us. And where we are here in the top of the second inning, still scoreless at the moment between both ends. No runs scored yet for either Fairland or for Wellston at this time. Braxton Ingalls on the hill pitching for the Golden Rockets, and batting right now for Fairland is number 24, the designated hitter Cole Brown. He is batting for the left fielder, number 6, Maddox Vonville. Looks back over towards first base, everything good. Goes to the tag play there, trying to get someone out. It is right now an 0-1 count with one down. Again, we are in the top of the second inning. Glad you could all join us here on what has been a good evening so far. A little bit on the cool side compared to the last couple of days. Looks over towards second, and it looks like there'll be a stolen base. So runner now on second. The rain is held today, unlike yesterday, which was quite disastrous in terms of rain. I don't know if any game in the area, both high school baseball or softball, was able to be played yesterday. But, however, it looks like we'll have a quick conference here as Justin Jackson, the catcher, will talk to the pitcher, Braxton Ingalls, here for a moment. Again, batting for Fairland is Brown at the moment. Hanging here with one out with Chase Napole hanging. He is the third baseman. Chase Lapel, rather. Carter Witt here, sitting to my left. Normally here in my chair, switching positions tonight. As Braxton Ingalls looks in, is currently an 0-2 count to Brown. Ingalls looks, gets the sign. Here's the pitch, and this is going to be scooped up. Got to make the play over to first, and yes, out number 2. Makes the play there off the 6-3.
Now batting for the Dragons.
So
Third
Brown will be out.
Number 9, Chase Lapel.
Chase Lapel up next. That leads to 2 outs for the Fairland Dragons here. A meeting between the Tri-Valley Conference and the Ohio Valley Conference. The TVC and the OVC. And battle in terms of seeding very close here. As Ingalls keeps an eye over on second, looks in for the pitch. That one going to be a bit low and away for a 1-0 count. So it stands right now, 1 ball, no strikes. Again, 2 down here in the second inning. Still scoreless in Wellston. Light breeze as well. Again, about 60 degrees out here on this evening. Ingalls looks. Here's the pitch. This is going to be swung on and fouled away, 1-1. Not able to make a play. That one long gone in the foul territory, and thankfully not hearing the glass-busting sound of a windshield. Count is 1-1. We'll also take a look here throughout the broadcast at some other Division 5 matchups here. All of them scheduled for this evening in high school baseball. Also some makeups in softball this evening. Speaking of softball, the Wellston Lady Rockets, that'll be tomorrow at Ohio University. That's going to be the first of 3 games over at OU. That one will be at noon against Wheelersburg. Following that will be Meigs and Southeastern. And the winner of the Piketon-Portsmouth game tonight and the game that will follow it between Ironton and Adena. So a triple header taking place tomorrow over at OU. And that was close. It might be a hit by pitch, and it is. So Lapel will be hit by a pitch, puts him on first base. Runner still on second, as that is Cummings hanging on second base.
Now batting for the Dragons, right fielder number 2, Aiden Napier.
Aiden Napier up next. He's playing right field defensively here this evening, number 2 for Fairland. Fairland coached by Drew Clark. They are 9-16 on the season, 7-6 in the Ohio Valley Conference as we have it. And speaking of the OVC, a tough conference to play in a lot of years. You got a very tough Gallia Academy team this year. You've got Ironton as well. So 2 very solid programs, just to name a couple that Fairland had to contend with this year. Then you got Portsmouth, Chesapeake, Cold Grove, just to name some other teams. Then the Ohio Valley Conference. Wellston, on the other hand, finishing second place in the TVC. Only one loss behind Athens. Athens had one loss on the year, and that loss happened to be here against the Wellston Golden Rockets. As Ingles looks in, it's currently an 0-1 count, and that pitch is going to hit the outside corner, so says the umpire, an 0-2 count. The umpire crew this evening, Scott Stitt, Mark Richmond, and Carl Wolf, the three umpires this evening. So the count here, no balls, 2 strikes. Again, we're in the second inning. Ingles looks, here's pitch, fouled away. Keep the batter at the plate for the moment, an 0-2 count. Quickly getting through this lineup here of the Dragons. After this, only one more up before Fairland goes to the top of the order. We'll see whether or not it happens in this inning. 2 on base on first and second, respectively, for Fairland. Here's Ingles looking in with a pitch, and this one is going to go towards second base and will be gloved for out number 3. Long gets that, and that will do it for the top of the second inning. Still scoreless, and we're going to keep it right here for just a minute. Again, getting ready to head into the bottom of the second inning. The Golden Rockets coming to bat, and a big opportunity here for Wellston to break through and cross through. So looks like we're going to have Justin Jackson, Mason Stevens, and Tyson Witt coming up in the second inning. So we'll see what happens there. For those who missed it, as we were having some technical difficulties, which, by the way, we do duly apologize for this evening. It was a 1-2-3 inning for the Golden Rockets back in the first. Riley Long got out, a fly ball to first base, a connection 4-3, second to first base on Dalton Barnett, and then from there, Braxton Ingles was struck out. Now again, we're going to come to Jackson, Stevens, and Witt. Again, scoreless here at Veterans Field, and we'll see what happens here. Would also like to congratulate and shout out Braxton Ingles for the Golden Rockets, as Braxton Ingles making it first team in Division 5. We'll also try to pull up some of the second team winners as well, and special mention, as regardless of where you stand on those rankings, it's an achievement no matter how you throw it, whether you're first team, second team, honorable mention. That must mean if you're in any of those categories that you are indeed doing something right. As getting some warm-up pitches here at the moment is Josh Gillespie, who is pitching for Fairland. As Justin Jackson, the catcher, gets ready to come up to the plate.
Now batting for the Golden Rockets, catcher number 14, Justin Jackson. And
talking about Justin Jackson, you know that this season Jackson also pitched a little bit, got himself a no-hitter here in Wellston. Was privileged enough to be here for that one, as Josh Gillespie's first offering is going to be a bit close, ball 1. A little bit high as well, look like. 1 ball, no strikes to the senior Justin Jackson. As it looks, regardless, this will be Jackson's final outing at Veterans Field, and this is going to be fly ball, and it is going to be picked up by the first baseman, Nolan Fleming, for an F3, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. So 1 down in quick fashion here for the Golden Rockets, as now we make it to the first baseman, Mason Stevens.
First baseman, number 24, Mason Stevens.
Stevens coming up to the plate, lefty. Stevens, as normal this evening, playing out in first base. Defensively, the Rockets going with what has been a winning combo several times this year. Talking about Ingles pitching, you got Stevens on first base, Jackson catching, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. Gillespie's pitch, and that one is going to hit the dirt. 2-0 the count. Count here's 2 balls, no strikes, and some softball action going on next door. Division 7 tournament. The Golden Rockets, of course, not involved in that, but Wellston is hosting some neutral site games for Division 7. And that was a swing and a miss. So it is a 2-1 count as it stands here to Mason Stevens. Again, waiting on deck. And pitch. They're calling that a strike. Close one. Ticky-tack there. It's going to be a 2-2 count. showing a little bit of generosity in the strike zone. 2-2 looks Gillespie with the offering, and this is going to be swung on towards center field, and that is going to be caught all the way out there by Landon Evans for another out.
Now batting for the Golden Rockets, left fielder, number 5, Kyson Witt.
Kyson Witt making his way up. The Rockets yet to get a runner on base here this evening, as Witt will step up, playing left field this evening. Pitch from Gillespie to Witt, and this is going to be a ground ball to second, see if they can complete it, and there will be the 4-3 to put away the inning. No runs, no hits, and we have made it through 2 complete innings here at Veterans Field, and it is still scoreless. Fairland nothing, Wellston nothing, as we get ready here in just a moment to head into the 3rd inning. Always a busy time of year, high school baseball. Glad we can be here with Total Media Sports this evening to cover this. And also looking ahead, this weekend got tournament action in Ohio University, VA Memorial Stadium, OU softball tomorrow. Neutral sites for baseball this year will be, let's see here, we got VA Memorial Stadium, we've got Ohio University, like say Logan High School might be hosting some as well. Again, if Wellston wins this, the winner of this contest will move on to play at VA Memorial Stadium. We're told the Medford Falcons favorite to play there, but we'll pull up the brackets here in just a little while. And away from it at the moment, as Ingles getting a couple warm-ups in here. Again, still scoreless, and what has been, and possibly thanks to the outs here, I mean, Fairland was able to find a couple runners on base, but it was a relatively quick first 2 innings as we make it here to the 3rd, as getting ready to bat for Fairland will be at the bottom of the order. This is Titus Martin, the second baseman.
Now batting for the Dragons, second baseman, number 16, Titus Martin.
As Martin will come up, and then after that, top of the order to Landon Evans and Josh Gillespie due up here as we get ready to start the 3rd inning. Martin steps in. The first offering from Ingles looks like showing bunt, and this one is going to be scooped up. They're going to be able to make a play on this to Mason Stevens for a quick out number 1. So Martin is out, and now to the top of the order to Landon Evans.
Now batting for the Dragons, center fielder, number 31, Landon Evans.
Evans, the center fielder again for the Golden Rockets. I mean, for the Dragons, rather. Looks in the pitch from Ingles to Evans, and Evans also showing bunt. Got to go over to first base for another out. Off of only 2 pitches, 2 bunts, and 2 outs. So 2 down in quick fashion here
now
for Fairland as we make
5,
it next to Josh Gillespie. The pitcher up against the pitcher, and swing and a miss. Ingles catches Gillespie swinging for an 0-1 count. Again, 2 down here with an 0-1 count and a 3rd. Looks, and that one gonna drop low. So 1-1. Jackson hosting Marietta this evening, just down the highway. Swing and a miss. Also, we know that Oak Hill will be taking on Lynchburg Clay. That's Division 5 competition. Benton County eliminated by Logan L. It's coming to Gillespie, and that one's way outside for a 2-2 count. So as it stands here to Josh Gillespie, 2-2 with 2 down. And the 2-2 offering from Ingles. Caught him swinging. Strike 3. And Gillespie will go down in a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits. No Golden Rocket errors. And as we make it to the bottom of the 3rd inning, it is still Fairland nothing, Wellston nothing. And we'll be right back after this.
In Wellston, every baseball and softball season begins with a promise. A promise to show up, hard work, and represent our Rocket community with pride. But behind every swing, every pitch, every young athlete, there's a team you don't always see. The Golden Rocket Diamond Club makes it all possible, providing gear, equipment, field support, and opportunities for every player who wears the blue and gold. This is Total Media Sports coverage of Wellston baseball and softball, proudly presented by the Golden Rocket Diamond Club.
Back here at Veterans Field, still scoreless as we make it to the bottom of the third inning. The Rockets coming back to bat. It's going to be Elijah Lung, Carson McCorkle, and Aiden Fenwick due up.
Now batting for the Golden Rockets, shortstop, number 4, Elijah Lung.
Elijah Lung making his way to the plate. His first at-bat here this evening. Again, Lung, McCorkle, and Fenwick. Aiden Fenwick, by the way, is hitting as designated hitter for Grayson Sykes. And the first offering from Gillespie to Lung. This one's going to be swung on in foul territory. Fairland thinks they might have a play on it, but they do not. That one's going to be fouled away. No balls, 1 strike. Oh, 1 look, swing and a miss. So now an 0-2 count. Again, Rockets looking for those elusive base runners here early in third inning. Looks here to Lung, swung on and missed. And that will be strike 3, so 1 down for the Rockets. Next up will be Carson McCorkle, the center fielder.
Now batting for the Golden Rockets, center fielder, number 13, Carson McCorkle.
As McCorkle gets ready to step in the box, quick out here for the Golden Rockets. Pitch from Gillespie and McCorkle. That's going to be way out. 1 ball, no strikes. So it is, as it stands, and 1-0 count. And this is going to be picked up, ground ball to third, going to make their way over to first, and that's going to be out number 2. Picked up by Lapel, and then over to Fleming for the out. So 2 up, 2 down for Wellston. And now to the bottom of the order with Aiden Fenwick, who's had himself some good games this year, no matter where he is on the order in terms of hitting. Let's see what he can do here. Gillespie looks to Fenwick. They're going to say on the outside corner, strike 1. A little bit of a wide strike zone, perhaps. An 0-1 count. And this is going to be ground ball towards second base. Going to complete the play over to first for the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we have played 3 complete innings at Veterans Field, still scoreless. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors on Total Media Sports.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. What started in a garage with 2 people and a dream now employs over 100 with offices locally in Wellston, Waterford, and Cincinnati. VCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Big plays, big smiles, and unforgettable moments. Capture them all with Corinne Janet Photography. From rocket game nights to senior portraits, family sessions, and special events, book your memories with Corinne today.
Carter Whip playing us some old Alabama as we head into the top of the 4th inning. As should be due up Tanner Brown, Nolan Fleming, and Cyrus Cummings for the Fairland Dragons. Both sides looking for runs if they can get them. It is still scoreless here.
Now batting for the Dragons, shortstop, number 1, Tanner Brown.
Tanner Brown will get ready to make his way up to the plate. Last time Brown came in, it was a strikeout. we'll duly apologize ahead of time as we did fall behind just a little bit with some of these stat lines for Fairland as we were fixing things on our end. An 0-1 count. Ingles against Brown. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So now an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes. Just starting the 4th inning here in Wellston. Now the pitch from Ingles, and this is going to be fouled away. And we'll keep Brown at the plate. Fleming waiting on deck. You look here, the first 2 batters up to hit here in the 4th inning, both 0 for 1 here on the evening. The first 2 of the entire game came from Cummings, who will be due up 3rd. And the pitch from Ingles, and this is going to be possibly playable, and looks like just dropped it. So the count will hold at 0-2. Had an opportunity there, did Mason Stevens. He went down just beyond the first base line towards the Rocket dugout to try to scoop that one up. However, was not quite able to reel it in, so that will keep Tanner Brown at the plate. Still an 0-2 count. Ingles looks in, and that one, high ball 1. One and 2, and strike 3. Caught swinging there, and Braxton Ingles will record another strikeout on the night.
Now batting for the Dragons, first baseman, number 19, Nolan Fleming.
Nolan Fleming due up next. The first baseman. Again, he is 0 for 1, got out in the 2nd inning. One down for the Dragons, pitch to Fleming, and that one will hit the dirt, and they're saying check, and this will indeed be 1-0. Taking a quick check over to the 3rd base umpire, the count does stick at 1-0. Looks pitch coming, and that will be strike 1. That one just within reach, a 1-1 count. Nobody on for Fairland. Pitch here to Fleming, and that's going to be outside for ball 2. Two-1 to Fleming, and this one is going to be swung on. Looks like the infield able to get this. It's going to be picked up at second by Rylan Long for the out. That'll be F5.
Now batting for the Dragons, catcher, number 7, Cyrus Cummings.
Cyrus Cummings coming up next, and he is, as we have it here, 1 for 1. So Cummings will make his way to the plate. Matched up against Ingles with 2 down. Looks into Cummings, and that hits the outside corner. First offering is going to be called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And that's going to be ball 1. I'd like to also thank our many community sponsors for making tonight's broadcast and this entire season possible for Wellston Golden Rockets baseball and softball. Also the Rocket Diamond Club, the presenting sponsor. The 1-1 pitch and fouled away, 1-2. Got a little bit of that one, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count here to Cyrus Cummings with 2 out. Ingles looks 1-2, and that's going to be ball 2. He levels it at 2-2. Ingles looks in for the 2-2 pitch, and the count is full. That one outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. As Cummings gets ready to step in here. And here's the full count, and that's ball 4. So Ingalls will walk Cummings. That puts a Dragon on first base and keeps the inning alive for Fairland as the
Now batting for the
designated
Dragons.
hitter Cole
Designated
Brown
hitter,
will step
number
up.
24, Cole Brown.
Started as 2 up, 2 down, and now the runner makes his way over to first base as a result of an allowed walk. 2 outs, looks in here to the DH. Brown looks over back to first, hold that thought, and will be safe. Cummings just off the bag, maybe thinking something there. Got to keep an eye here on Cummings, and already has a stolen base here this evening. Looks here, Ingalls pitch, and that will be fouled off. No balls, 1 strike. Count on the board. Oh and 1. Ingalls keeping a watchful eye over at first base. Now looks back to the plate, pitch coming, and this one looks like Stevens in pursuit of it and does not get it. That one will be fouled away, and the count will still be no balls, 2 strikes. Mason Stevens had a couple opportunities here in foul territory, but just not quite able to reel it. So it is 0-2. The right-hander Brown will come back in. Here's the pitch from Ingalls, and this one's going to go towards right and fouled away again. That one beyond the first baseline, a good swing, but not quite enough. So battling here is Cole Brown, couple foul balls, and count does stagnantly hold at the moment, 0-2. Oh, and 2, and check that, and gonna check the swing here, and they're gonna call it. And that is going to be out number 3 as the umpire checks the swing, and that will be out number 3. A walk allowed, but no runs and no hits scored, and we're still scoreless heading into the bottom of the 4th inning, and we'll be right back on Total Media Sports. And back here, Hayden Milliken with you in the bottom of the 4th inning. And if our calculations are correct, should be back to the top of the order here for the Golden Rockets. Still scoreless in the bottom of the 4th, as it should be Rylan Long, Dalton Barnett, and Braxton Ingalls due up here in the 4th inning. Again, the winner of this will go on to VA Memorial Stadium next week. That'll be next Wednesday against the winner of Minford and River Valley. Minford, a very tough program. The Golden Rockets, seeing them earlier in the season, they come from a very tough league as well. We'll see how that unfolds, though. As you know, especially here in postseason, any given night, records don't matter. You have to throw them out the window. As here's the pitch to Rylan Long. That's going to hit the corner for an 0-1 count. Again, Long, Barnett, and Ingalls, 1, 2, 3 hitters. Leading off the bottom of the 4th, Rylan Long showing bunt and will be called strike 2. So it's 0-2 to Long, one of the seniors for the Golden Rockets. And pitch from Gillespie, just a bit outside, ball one. That one caught a ball and 1-2 count. Looks the pitch coming, too long and fouled away. Gets a little bit of that one. Also taking place tonight, Zane Trace and Chesapeake, Ironton and Portsmouth West. A couple other Division 5 baseball contests taking place this evening, and that's going to be called strike three on Ryland Long. So Ryland Long will find himself down, and next up
Now batting
is
for the
going to be
Rockets,
Dalton Barnett.
Second baseman, number 2, Dalton
So
Barnett.
Long goes down, first one up, first one down, and Barnett will come in, and he is 0 for 1 on the evening. Got out as a play from second to first, 4-3. See what Barnett can do here, and that's called strike. Staying just within the strike zone, an 0-1 count. Again, one down here, quick, scoreless in the bottom of the fourth inning for those just tuning in. Pitch here to Barnett, caught swinging. An 0-2 count. Waiting on deck will be Braxton Ingalls. Looks here to Barnett, Gillespie, and this one going to be up in the air. See if they can make a play on this. Gillespie comes in, and that's going to be an F1. So Barnett is out, and now we're to Braxton Ingalls. Ingalls got
Now
struck
batting
out
for the Golden
looking,
Rockets, pitcher, number 1,
pardon me,
Braxton
Miss Rema Booker
Ingalls.
struck out swinging in the first inning. Now making his way back up here with 2 down for the Golden Rockets. The lefty Ingalls, we know he can do some damage. Could use something right now. The pitch from Gillespie to Braxton Ingalls hits the dirt, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Braxton Ingalls, multiple sports, plays basketball as well for the Golden Rockets. Quite a few of these players actually on multiple sports for Wellston. And this is going to be fouled away, 1-1. Talking about Ryland Long and Justin Jackson, 2 of the seniors. Both of them play basketball for Wellston. Part of the team that made it over to the Convocation Center for district competition. Sure would like to repeat that run in the spring, I'm sure. And also Carson McCord. Looks here, pitch coming, Angles, and that's going to be outside. Two down for the Golden Rockets. Nobody on base. And here's Gillespie. And they're calling that ball 3. It's going to be a full count. 3-2 to Ingalls. Again, no Rocket has made it on the first base this evening. Looks over, pitch to Braxton, and that's going to be a swing and a miss called strike 3 and out number 3. As we have played 4 complete innings here at Wellston, still scoreless heading into the 5th, and we'll be right back on Total Media Sports.
Every win starts with a strong game plan, and every project starts with Wilson Excavating. For demolition needs or installation of underground water, storm, and sewer lines, call 740-357-8471.
Come see the friendly faces at Gas and Stuff in Hamden for great deals on your favorite stuff. Gas and Stuff offers a wide variety of scrumptious hot and fresh pizzas and subs. Don't worry if you are watching your calories. They also offer crisp cold salads. And don't forget about your favorite Ohio lottery games. Gas and Stuff, convenience with a smile.
Built on hard work and hometown pride, Keith Mannering Trucking proudly supports local schools while delivering dependable hauling and trucking services throughout our community. Give Keith a call at 740-418-4295.
True fans know that success in football is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockhart Insurance Agency. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies.
Back here in Wellston, still scoreless as we head into the top of the 5th inning. This one's zooming right by. Already to the fifth, and we have not even quite eclipsed an hour on this one. Just maybe barely reaching 50 minutes played so far, as it's going to be Lapel, Napier, and Martin. The bottom of the lineup for Fairland. Those three due up for the Dragons here in the top of the fifth. The last two innings, Fairland's been able to get base runners. First time around, left runners hanging on first and second, and then left one hanging on first back in the fourth.
Now batting for the Dragons, third baseman, number 9, Chase Lapel.
Fairland making quite the trip here this evening. The long hour-plus drive from Proctorville up here to Wellston. Located just right along the Ohio River and nearby Lawrence County. And pitch coming from Braxton Ingles to Lapel. Caught shopping. 0 on the count. So no balls, 1 strike. The count here to Lapel. Pitch from Ingles. Breaking ball. Strike 2. Nice pitch here by Braxton Ingles. Ingles looks in again, and that's going to be strike 3. 3 pitches, and Lapel goes down for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Dragons, right fielder, number 2, Aiden Napier.
Up next is Aiden Napier, the right fielder. One down quickly for Fairland in the top of the fifth. Pitch from Ingles. That one's going to be low and outside, ball 1. Looks here again, and this one's going to be fouled away, 1-1. Again, a reminder, we'll be quick to remind you about this evening. Again, don't forget tomorrow at noon, Wellston softball against last year's state champions, the Wheelersburg Pirates. That one's scheduled for a noon start, and then the Wellston graduation taking place tomorrow night. So some seniors going to play and graduate in the same day. Busy day for any of the Wellston softball seniors tomorrow, that's for sure. Again, weather pending, that is. And this is going to go towards right field, and that should drop, and it will for a base hit. Napier will find his way on. Looked like not quite in position was the outfield there, and looks like Napier is going to give himself a base hit. We'll make advantage of that as Titus Martin due up next. Also, just a congratulations out there for all graduating seniors tomorrow, regardless of whether or not they play baseball or any athletics. Quite an achievement. Wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Looks pitch coming, and that's going to be called strike. Hopefully their graduation fares better than mine. I'm a proud graduate of the class of 2021, and well, that day was a rainy one. Let's just say it was outside in the rain for that. We'll continue my story in just a moment. It's a doozy for those who've never heard it. 0-1 looks in to Napier, and that's going to be called. Looks over to first, and it's going to be strike. 0-2 the count here to Napier. It was a very rainy day, let's just say, back on that very day in 2021. And as I went to receive my diploma, the rain hit so hard, I didn't get the pictures that you get with the fake diploma, but in the picture, the diploma was disintegrating into my hand. You can see it. Strike 3. So let's just say very fond memories of high school graduation.
Now batting
as we go to the top of the lineup for the Fairland Dragons, Landon Evans. But no, just congratulations to all graduating seniors. Two down in, looks to Landon Evans. That's going to be ball 1. So 1-0 count. Ingles looks in to Evans, and that's called strike. Evens at a 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here for Fairland with a runner on base, Napier on first, and ball 2. Still scoreless, by the way, here at Veterans Field. As Ingalls looks, that one's going to be a wild pitch and should advance Napier over to second base. And Napier will get on standing. That one just gets away from Justin Jackson. And now that does lead to a hitter's count situation here for Evans. It's 3-1. Wellston defensively looking for key third out as Fairland making their way around the bases. Looks here, pitch coming. That's called strike two. Makes it full. 3-2 to Landon Evans. Braxton Ingalls looks in. Ingalls with the sign. Here's the pitch. And that is a big strike three right there. Caught swinging, and a big strikeout recorded by Braxton Ingalls to put away the top of the fifth inning with a runner hanging on second base. There was no runs off one hit, and we have made it to the bottom of the fifth. Still scoreless, but the Rockets coming to bat on Total Media Sports.
If life throws you a curveball, you don't have to face it alone. For local experienced legal representation, call Lori Silcott Ousley, attorney at law, 740-384-1900. Win or lose, we all deserve a treat. Celebrate Rocket baseball and softball with something sweet from Newkirk Bakery. Grab fresh baked favorites and our fun canned drinks for the whole team. Newkirk's Bakery, the sweetest stop in Wellston. Don't strike out on dinner. After cheering on your team, swing by the patio Grubs and Subs for hot, fresh pizza the whole crew will love. Now that is a game night win. Come see us at 114 South Ohio Avenue.
Ohio Valley Bank President Larry Miller.
I started working at Ohio Valley Bank 36 years ago, and it truly is a family atmosphere. It's more than just the bottom line numbers. It's about the people. Woody Hayes is famous for saying you win with people. And that's exactly right. People are the difference maker, and I'm proud to serve alongside of them. Here at Ohio Valley Bank, we cherish our employees because they really do want to make a difference in their communities. Why would you bank anywhere else?
At Ryle, we believe your education should be
back here in Wellston, still scoreless in the bottom of the fifth. Due up next is going to be Justin Jackson, followed by Mason Stevens and Kyson Witt. The middle of the lineup.
Justin Jackson.
As Justin Jackson makes his way up to the plate, he is 0 for 1 on the evening. It was a fly ball towards third base. And Jackson, the senior, caught swinging, 0-1. Here's the pitcher, Josh Gillespie, to Justin Jackson. This is going to be a ground ball to third base. Got to make the play over to first if they can, and looks like we'll beat the runner, Jackson, to the bag for out number one. 5-3 puts down the senior. One down for the Rockets.
First baseman, number 24, Mason Stevens.
Mason Stevens. The first baseman. Gillespie to Stevens will be ball one. And this one's going to be swung on by Stevens, fouled away. So makes it a 1-1 count with one out. Looks into Stevens, and that breaking ball is going to be strike two, 1-2. A 1-2 pitch to Stevens, and that's going to be in the dirt and on the wild side, 2-2 the count. Pitch comes to Stevens, and this one's going to be fly ball, and it will be picked up for out number 2. Stevens is out, so 2 down for the Golden Rockets, as Kyson Witt will make his way in next. Witt is 0 for 1 on the night. One of a few Golden Rockets, as well, you might notice, bleached their hair blonde, and looks like Kyson actually has a shade of purple in his as well. The other 2 being Rylan Long and Braxton Ingles. Pitch coming, and that's going to hit the dirt. And also Dalton Barnett. And the pitch to Witt, called strike. 1-1. 2 outs here for the Rockets. 1-1 the count to Kyson Witt. Gillespie looks, pitch, and that's ball 2. Rockets still trying to find something here in the 5th. And that's going to be called strike. Levels it at 2-2. The pitch from Gillespie to Witt. And that will be a full count. It hits the dirt. Credit where it's due, though, this evening to the Fairland defense, not allowing any Rockets on base thus far this evening. We'll see what happens here. Full count pitch to Kyson Witt, and this is going to go towards right field. Might have a play on that, and no! Kyson Witt is going to make his way towards second base and slides in safe, and it rolls through the second baseman. Kyson Witt, the first Rocket to make it on base here this evening. Witt on second, and a big one right there for the Golden Rockets. This one keeps rolling right along as Elijah Lung will make it up to the plate next. 2 outs for the Rockets.
Batting for the Golden Rockets, shortstop, number 4, Elijah Lung.
See what Elijah Lung can do here. Witt setting the tone. The first hit of the evening. Pitch to Lung, and this one is going to go through. They might have a play at first, and looks like they're going to say, looks like over home to Witt, hops over and safe. Unbelievable. And the Golden Rockets score. What a play right there. And a Superman-esque leap by Kyson Witt brings her home for the Rockets. 1-0 with Elijah Lung on first base, an RBI.
Now batting for the Golden Rockets, center fielder, number 13, Carson McCorkle.
And that's a move you don't see every day. Carson McCorkle comes up. The Rockets on a bit of a drought here up to this point, but that was huge right there. Still hanging at 2 outs. Elijah Lung on first. Carson McCorkle batting, and this is going to be fouled away, 0-1. Pitch to McCorkle. This is going to be scooped up by short. It's got to make the player to first and puts away the inning, but not before Kyson Witt brings in the leading run for the Golden Rockets off an Elijah Lung RBI, making it 1-0 Wellston as we head into the top of the 6th inning here on Total Media Sports.
Personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
Hello, I'm Dustin Jackson. I'm a catcher. I'm a senior for the Wellston baseball team. On behalf of Wellston High School baseball and softball, I'd like to thank our Golden Rocket Diamond Club Gold Level sponsors for supporting our season.
Hi, I'm Maisie Wyatt, a senior. I played third base, and I'd like to thank Young's Mechanical Installation.
Hi, my name's Maddie Childers, senior, and I play catcher, and I'd like to thank the Wellston American Legion.
Hello, my name's A.J. River. I'm a senior, so I play second base. I'd like to thank Jerry's Do It Center.
Hi, my name is Mason Stevens. I'm a senior. I play first base, and I'd like to thank Jackson Brothers Construction.
Hi, I'm Carson McCorkle. I'm a senior. Play center field. I'd like to thank Heartline.
And back here is Josh Gillespie will follow Taylor Brown.
Third base. I like to thank General Mills. Hi, I'm Reese Lewis, senior. I play third base. I'd like to thank the Sons of America League.
Thank you to all of our Rocket Diamond Club Gold sponsors for supporting Wellston baseball and softball.
All right, Josh Gillespie, followed up by Tanner Brown and Nolan Fleming. As Wellston able to get a run in the bottom of the fifth, courtesy of Kyson Witt and Elijah Long batting it in. And that will be outside, 1-1 count. Wellston able to finally get that leading run and took 5 innings for either side to score. And the home team taking advantage, swing and a miss. 1-2 as it stands here to Gillespie. Looks and fouled off. So the count here is 1 ball, 2 strikes, pitcher to pitcher, and this is going to be fouled away just beyond the Golden Rocket dugout. And for those just tuning in, Wellston with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Still some tournament action taking place next door, Division 7. District Championship, I believe, this evening. It's coming, and this is going to be fly ball towards center, and looks like it was caught. Caught all the way out in center field by Carson McCorkle, and what a play.
Now batting for the Dragons.
Gillespie is out.
Number 1, Tanner Brown.
Tanner Brown, the shortstop, due next. Nobody out. Well, nobody on, 1 out. Looks to Brown. This is going to be a ground ball to second. Ryan along. Looks over to Mason Stevens. And just like that, out number 2. Dalton Barnett, rather. Apologies about that. Freudian slip.
Dragons. First baseman, number 19.
Barnett over to Mason Stevens as Nolan Fleming is due next with 2 up and 2 down for Fairland. Looks to Fleming, and that pitch going to be outside and a bit high to boot. 1-0. And that's going to be ball 2. Two out with a 2-0 count here to Nolan Fleming. Pitch, ball 3. Hitter's count situation here for Nolan Fleming. 3-0. Looks Braxton Ingalls, and this is going to be swung on. And I believe fouled away if they can't make a play. And yes, they do. That's going to be out number 3. Spoke a bit prematurely, and the 3rd out produced there as we make it to the bottom of the 6th inning. Wellston 1, Fairland nothing, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Big games call for big energy. And with Health Watch Good Delights and Meal Prep, that they come in with fresh, balanced meals designed to keep you fueled all through the week, where you can focus on what really matters most without worrying about what's to eat. Every Monday, a brand new weekly menu drops on TikTok and Facebook, with pickups on Sunday at 806 Diggs Road in Wellston. Healthy, made easy. Are you looking for firearms, ammunition, military surplus, or just survival supplies? Well, look no further than Lock and Loaded Outfitters in Wellston, where they have you covered. Why not pay them a visit at 107 West Broadway Street in Wellston, where they're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., and with Friday staying open till 6 p.m.
One to nothing at the bottom of the sixth inning. The Rockets would sure probably like to maybe produce an insurance run or two here, as this one nearing completion. Aiden Fenwick will be followed by Rylan Long and Dalton Barnett.
Now batting for the Golden Rockets, designated hitter at number 20.
Fenwick again,
Aiden
reminder,
Fenwick.
he is hitting for Seitz, who is playing right field. Fenwick 0 for 1 on the night. It was a big fifth inning for Wellston. A bit of a late streak there in the inning, as this is going to be swung on towards right field, and that's going to be an F9 to put away Fenwick. One down, now back to the top of the
Now
order.
batting for the Golden Rockets,
To
third baseman, number 11.
Rylan Long.
Long.
And I was talking about having the hair dyed earlier, did not mean to say Rylan Long. It's Dalton Barnett, Braxton Ingalls, and Kyson Witt, who all three dyed their hair blonde. Reminds me of a stunt that Jackson pulled off a few years ago, boys basketball. Every single player dyed their hair blonde. And this is going to be bunted, and just, I think they're saying, looks like over to first, are they saying, I think they're trying to say it was fouled. It was. So it makes his way back. Looked foul, was a bit confused there for a moment, and looks like Chris Jackson coming up. Talking this out just for a moment is count is 0-2. After the confusion there for a moment. Back here to Rylan again, no balls, 2 strikes. Gillespie along, and that's going to be ball 1. High and away. Ball 2, 2-2. So with an even 2-2 count, here's Gillespie along. Ball 3. Dead outside. Umpires allowed a couple of those to be called strike this evening. That one will be ball 3. Full count pitched along. This is going to be towards left field, and that one's going to drop all the way near the fence. Rylan Long, the senior, is going to make his way towards second, where he will be safe by a mile. Rylan Long makes it on to second base, and a big hit right there for the senior. Dalton Barnett
Now
up
batting for the
next.
Golden Rockets, second baseman, number 2, Dalton Barnett.
And it looks like going to regroup here with Josh Gillespie, and I don't know if this is going to be quite a change right now or if this is just a conversation, but just talking things over at the moment here at the Hill, and do not see the exchanging of a glove. So looks like after that allowed hit, and there were a couple allowed hits in the fifth inning, I guess now is good time as ever for Coach Clark and the Fairland Dragons to regroup here on the mound and talk things over. Again, 1-0 Wellston. A runner now on second base with, how about this, a little bit of breathing room. Only 1 out. As Barnett gets ready to make his way back to the plate.
Again, batting for the Golden Rockets, second baseman, number 2, Dalton Barnett.
0 for 2 on the night. Gillespie up against Barnett again. Long on second. 1 away. Gillespie's pitch coming to Barnett, showing bunt, and doesn't quite work. I think the play here maybe just trying to get Rylan Long a little bit closer to third. Because it'll be an 0-1 count. And here's Gillespie. That's going to be way out. Ball one. 1-1. Again, don't let the clouds fool you. Very minimal rain today compared to yesterday. Fortunately, we were able to get this one in. Pitch outside for ball 2. 2-1 to Dalton Barnett. Here's the pitch. Barnett still showing butt, and that's going to be fair. Going to look over to first base, and looks like, I think they're saying he might be safe. Yes. Did not see the sign from the umpire from my angle up in the press box, and he is indeed going to make his way on to first base.
Now batting for the Golden Rockets.
The butt
pitcher,
works.
Number 1.
Gets Barnett on first, so that puts 2 base runners on here for the Golden Rockets, with Braxton Ingles coming to bat. An opportunity here for Wellston. Gillespie Ingles, and this one is going to go through the shortstop. Base is going to be loaded, and looks like Coach telling him to hang at third. Rylan Long at third base, Barnett at second, Ingles at first. Base is full of Rockets here. Ingles gets on for the first time tonight. Actually, all 3 of these hitters, mind you, are making it on for their first time.
For the Golden Rockets.
And now it's
Pitcher,
to
number
Justin
14,
Jackson.
Justin Jackson.
A clutch moment coming here for the senior. Again, bases loaded with only 1 down. The pitch coming to Justin Jackson, just within reach, 0-1. And it looks like Coach going to use his conference here for a moment. Just talk here with a moment.
Looking for dentistry care? Then look no further than at Southern Ohio Smiles in Jackson, where they're proud to support our local athletes. They offer general dental services and implant dentistry where they can help your smile be strong on and off the field. Call them at 740-577-3230 or visit them at 41 East South Street in Jackson. Needing excavation and hauling done right? Look no further than Thompson & Sons Excavation and Hauling, proudly serving our community with dependable service and free estimates. Why not give them a call at 740-577-5577 or 740-577-1302. Whenever you need the work done right, Thompson & Sons Excavation and Hauling. Teamwork, dedication, and sacrifice. The same values we see on the field are values held by our members of the VFW Post 9092 of Wellston. Proudly serving veterans, their families, and our community, the VFW works every day to honor those who served our country. Through local programs and community support, Post 9092 of Wellston continues to make a difference, honoring service and supporting our community.
Back here as we make it to the top of the 7th inning. Wellston with a 3-0 lead here over the Fairland Dragons. And apologies for the small sound clips there at the bottom of the 6th, but the Rockets able to put up 2 more insurance runs, which has led to this 3-0 score here for the Golden Rockets in Division 5 tournament competition.
Now batting for the
As
Dragons.
last call for the
Catcher,
Dragons,
number
it'll be
7,
Cyrus Cummings, Cole Brown, and Chase Laypool. So come down here to the Golden Rockets defense and to put this one away. As you can tell, again, 3-run difference. Fairland does have a bit of an uphill battle to climb here. Pitch coming, swing and a miss. Pitch coming, and that's going to be called strike. An 0-2 count here to Cummings. And that breaking ball is going to be a bit high, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wellston just trying to get these 3 outs and put this one away if they can. Looks to Cummings, and this one going to be fouled off. Cal will hold it 1-2. Pitch coming here to Cummings, and that's going to be called strike. So that's going to put 1 down. Cummings strikes out. And now next up is Cole Brown, the DH.
Now batting for the Dragons. Designated hitter number 24, Cole Brown.
1 out for Fairland here in the 7th. Pitch from Ingles to Brown. And this one's going to be picked up. It's going to be mishandled as it looks like Brown will make his way on first. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner come in for Fairland, as I do not have a number 6 even on my substitutions. It's going to be Maddox Vaughnville. There we go. The left fielder, who did not hit here this evening, will now pinch run, as there's a quick conference here at the Hill with Braxton Ingles after that. So again, 1 out here for Fairland. Runner makes his way on the first as Brown gets on, and then Vaughnville now pinch running in his place. Should be now to Chase Laypool. And if needed after that would be Aiden Napier. The umpire making his way out towards the mound.
running for the Dragons, number 6, Maddox Monville. Now batting for the Dragons, the third baseman, number 9, Chase Lapel.
There's Chase Lapel coming up. Pitch to Lapel, and that's going to be called strike. Looks over to first, where Vaudeville will be safe. No balls, 1 strike. And this is going to be fouled away, 0-2. Oh, 2 to Lapel. Runner on first base, 1 down for Fairland. Top of the 7th inning. Ingalls looks to Lapel, checks, and they're going to say ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Check swing. This time does not work in Wellston's favor, as Lapel will stay at the plate after a 1-2 count. Ingalls looks, and this one playable perhaps. And Mason Stevens had a bit of a dry spell getting those foul balls. Does not miss that one. Out number 2. Due up now is going to be Aiden Napier.
Right fielder, number
2 outs.
Aiden Napier.
No runs scored thus far for Fairland in this one with this 3-0 score. Runner on first. Wellston in good position right now. Looks towards center, and this is going to be a base hit for Napier. Has now 2 on. Showing a heartbeat here is now Titus Martin steps up. This is back to the bottom of the order. And we're going to have more pinch runners come in. It's going to be 11 for 2, so Owen Bumgard, number 11, will pinch run.
Pinch running now for the Dragons. Number 11, Owen Bumgard.
This is Bumgard's first outing here this evening for Fairland. Didn't hit, didn't play defense. He's on the list of additional players.
Second baseman, number 16, Titus Martin.
As Titus Martin, the second baseman, comes in. As steps up to the plate. Up against Ingalls. Pitch coming and swing and a miss. 0-1 again. Runners on first and second for Fairland. Hits from Brown and Napier. Brown on second, Napier on first. Well, correction, the pinch runners, as it's going to be Vaudeville on second, Bumgard on first. Pitch coming, and that one going to be another swing. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 strike away from putting this one down. As the pitch from Ingalls to Martin, and that's going to be strike 3. Golden Rockets win. The final score here tonight, Wellston 3, Fairland nothing, and the Golden Rockets move on next week to VA Memorial Stadium, where they will play the winner of tonight's contest between Midford and River Valley. So again, 3-0 the final score. We'll step aside just for a moment, and then we'll be right back for post-game wrap-up on Total Media Sports.
In Wellston, every baseball and softball season begins with a promise. A promise to show up, hard work, and represent our Rocket community with pride. But behind every swing, every pitch, every young athlete, there's a team you don't always see. The Golden Rocket Diamond Club makes it all possible, providing gear, equipment, field support, and opportunities for every player who wears the blue and gold. This is Total Media Sports coverage of Wellston baseball and softball, proudly presented by the Golden Rocket Diamond Club.
Good people bring good people.
back here. The final score, Wellston 3, Fairland nothing. Again, the Golden Rockets will move on next week to take on either Minford or River Valley at the home of the Chillicothe Paints, VA Memorial Stadium. And if you've never been there or haven't been there in the last few years, definitely worth making the trip, even if you have been there, as they got the nice lights there, turf infield, outfield, a beautiful field over in Chillicothe, not far from here, just about a half hour down the road. And the Golden Rockets pick up this 3-0 win. Also, a reminder, don't forget, Jordan Arthur will be with you tomorrow at noon as the Golden Rocket girls will take on Wheelersburg in district competition at Ohio University. Tentatively, weather pending, that one will be at noon and will be the first of 3 games over in Athens at Ohio University. So that will do it here for us this evening from Veterans Field. Again, the final score, Wellston 3, Fairland nothing. For our stream producer this evening, Wyatt Martin, this is Hayden Milliken saying good night, God bless, and we'll see you next time on Total Media Sports.